Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but here's something that the computer is saying. It says a problem has been detected and Windows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. Driver power state failure. If this is the first time you've seen this stop error screen, restart your computer. If this screen appears again, follow these steps. Check to make sure any new hardware or software is properly installed. If this is a new installation, ask your hardware or software manufacturer for any Windows updates you might need. If this problem continues, disable or remove any newly installed hardware or software. Disable BIOS memory options such as catching or shadowing. If you need to use safe mode to remove or disable components, restart your computer. Press F8 to select advanced startup options and then select safe mode. Technical information. Stop. Then it has a bunch of zeros and X's and 3's and F's and B. Anyhow, collecting data for crash pump dump. Okay, collecting data for a crash dump. Installation. Initializing or something like that. Disk for a crash dump. This computer was not like this at all. Not at all. Nothing ever happened like this to this computer until I got back from HP last week. And all I wanted them to do was fix this piece right here that had broke off. This piece right here, this piece of plastic. They said all they did was replace the case. I think they did something else to the computer, or something happened during shipment. Because now, well, the computer has been running slow, for one thing. It has not been running up to par. I mean, it's been freezing up. So something is wrong with this computer. On top of that, I was gonna take a picture with my camera. And even my camera is not working. See? Nothing's showing up on my camera. No picture is showing up on my camera. And it's no did that either before. I'm just like, what is going on here? My camera quit working. My computer quit working. And my other computer is in the shop. Well, the guy that I bought the computer off of is working on it. I don't know. Something is going on, people, and I don't like it at all. It's like I am being attacked. I am being attacked with my technology now. The only thing we got is a tablet to use. We've had troubles. Okay, get this. My Dell tablet that I have, it might have done this to the computer, because it's been having some problems where it would freeze up, and then I would just set it down, and after a little while it would unfreeze and go right back to the start, where I would have to unlock it, and then it would work. All I would have to do is just charge it up, and it would work again. Well, guess what? It won't even charge up now. And when we put it in the computer the other day to see if it would charge up by the computer, thinking maybe the charger part went bad, and then it said something about there was a surge to the USB hub port. It might have done something to the computer. Who knows? I don't know. I asked Dell. I asked HP, because I can't talk to Dell unless I have money. They will not talk to me or do anything whatsoever because the Dell is out of warranty. And it's like, come on, people, Dell, wake the hell up. Excuse my French. Dell is hell when it comes right down to it, trying to get help from them. It is not right for any company whatsoever to refuse help unless you have money to help. It's like a lot of people you talk to are foreigners. They sound like they're from India or Asia, somewhere. Don't even speak fluent English to begin with. They think that all Americans are made out of money. That they have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to fork over to them. Well, let me tell you something. This American boy does not have thousands of dollars. I only make $721 a month. And between me and my fiancée and wife, we make $1,420 a month. 22 actually. Not even $1,500 a month in our SSI. And we only get $15 a month in food stamps. 15. Get that, Hannity. Get that, Hannity. $15 a month. Okay? I'm going to shut this computer off manually and see what happens. Because what happened was we shut the computer down the way it's supposed to shut down. And it just was taking so long to shut down. And now these words is on the computer. But let me tell you something. I am so sick. I am so tired of so-called Christians out there that goes to a so-called church that don't know their history, for one thing. Rome did not destroy the temple before 70 AD. It started at 70 AD. I mean, come on now. Read your history. Open up an encyclopedia if you have to. Get off the internet. Stop listening to the church that you're going to, because they're not preaching the truth. I am preaching the truth. I'm trying to get the truth out. I'm not no Jim Jones. I'm not asking people to follow me and go to some camp and drink Kool-Aid laced with cyanide. Get it straight, people. If you can't, then you never will. You are lost. Plain, pure, and simple. You are lost. And when you don't want to believe in the truth that Jesus Christ gave in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Revelations, or believe anything that Paul said, or Timothy, or John in the New Testament, the way it was originally written in the Greek. And if you don't want to believe anything that the Old Testament says in the original Hebrew, then you ain't going to believe anything. Plain, pure, and simple as that. You're just going to believe, you're going to believe what your preacher and what your church is telling you. We're not followers of a preacher. We're not followers of a church. We are followers of Jesus Christ. And He says that if you love me, you will obey my commandments. Well, He gave us 2 commandments. Love God with all our heart, soul, mind, body. And love one another. And He also said, if you love me, you obey my commandments. That He also told His disciples that if you love one another, you are basically fulfilling the law, and this is how people will know that you are my disciples. Are you a disciple of Jesus Christ today? Are you a disciple of Jesus Christ? Are you or are you a disciple of some church and some false preacher out there that's preaching a lie and telling false history about Israel? Are you? Are you saved and born again? That is one thing that you have to be. You have to be born again. You cannot enter the kingdom of heaven unless you are born again. And no, this is not the kingdom of heaven on earth. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but there is stuff going on around you that is the work of Satan and the Antichrists, Christs, plural, many Antichrists, people who do not believe in Jesus Christ. And there is also one main Antichrist out there that's going to be revealed before Jesus comes back. He is not coming back until everything is fulfilled first. Earthquakes, wars, rumors of wars, diseases, pestilences will be handed over. And He is not talking about Jews. He's talking about Christians. Christians is going to be persecuted. Yeah, they were persecuted back in the first church, first century church. Yeah, they were persecuted back then. But in the future, in the last days, they will be persecuted even worse for being a Christian. And then Jesus says, in Matthew 24:29, He says, basically at the end At the end. At the end. Not at the beginning. At the end of the troubles of those days. At the end of the troubles of those days. At the end, not in the beginning. He is not coming back in the beginning. He is not coming back in the beginning. Get it straight. That is also a false teaching by another preacher back in the early 1900s. And then it was written down in the Schofield Bible. And from then on, guess what? Somewhere the church started believing a lie. This is what gets me. The church will believe a lie, then it will believe the truth. I'm a prophet of the truth. If you don't want to believe this prophet, if you want to go to hell, if you want to keep on condemning this prophet, you will not get a prophet's reward. You will get the reward that's due you for the lies that you keep saying. And for the condemning that you are doing against me, against Jesus Christ, and against God and the Holy Spirit. When you condemn me, you are condemning them as well. Because I'm keeping the law of love. The true meaning of love. And that is going out of my way and helping people when I can, putting my own life in jeopardy. Why? Because I love it, for one thing. I love helping people that's in distress. And that is what you are supposed to be doing also. When someone is in distress, in need of help, you're supposed to be doing good works to help them. All you want to do is complain about, oh, I pay $900 in taxes a year, and that should be enough to help you out. I do things, that you don't know what I do, and blah 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 blah. And that's all it is. You're running your mouth. You're trying to make an excuse why you really don't want to help. You are a control freak when it comes right down to it. You like controlling things your way, not God's way. Not God's way. Because making money and having toys, and I'm not saying who, but I'm talking about like toys like motorcycles, boats, campers, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, you know what I mean? That all you just want to do is play with them. And not use them for, like work on the farm or some other type of work that they were made for. If you just want to use them for play. And of course, I understand motorcycles is easier on gas than cars, and people ride them back and forth to work. But when you just have them for play and for pleasure only, need I say more? You're more into your own, building your own treasures on earth than building your treasures in heaven. I need help. I need help to fix up my mobile home. And every time I ask for help, people are saying bad things about me. I'm tired of it. It's all on you. You. To do the right thing. I pray in Jesus' name you will. Have a blessed day.